Please join me in welcoming Founding Director and Chief Executive Officer for the Whittemore Peterson Institute for Neuroimmune Disease, Annette Whittemore.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I am so humbled and honored to be in this incredible company here. Thank you all for coming out. And then I have a confession to make, because I have not been summoned to the office of Bill Raggio, but I have been in his office and enjoyed his company very much. Thank you. So thank you all for coming out today to share in this exciting event on the beautiful University of Nevada campus. We have been planning for months to give you a very warm welcome, and it looks like we got our wish. Many of you believe we are here to celebrate the opening of a new medical research building at the university, which we are. And while that is wonderful and a worthy accomplishment to celebrate, we're witnessing something much more meaningful. In fact, you're watching history being made. Today, we're celebrating a unique partnership formed between our state, federal, and private sector in support of the Whittemore Peterson Institute and the University of Nevada School of Medicine that has already positively impacted millions of lives. This new building represents something more than a place to work, a better chance to collaborate, or even a paradigm shift in the way in which we do medical research in Nevada. The opening of this building, bringing university researchers and WPI researchers together with doctors and their patients, stands as a symbol of great hope to millions around the world. There are an estimated 17 million people who suffer from a chronic illness called chronic fatigue syndrome, or ME CFS. Just one of many chronic immune diseases that we call neuroimmune disease that impacts both the body and the brain. The current name, chronic fatigue syndrome, lulls many into believing the disease is benign, when in fact doctors describe the amount of disability to be equal to those with end-stage HIV or MS. So while we are celebrating a new partnership, we're also sending a clear message of hope around the world that WPI researchers and collaborators are making progress in biologically defining such illnesses as ME, fibromyalgia, Gulf War illness, and even autism that will lead us to effective treatments. We not only have hope of finding real treatment, but with the help of each one of you, we will continue to make significant progress in eliminating these diseases. Soon we will have answers to share with diagnostics and pharmaceutical companies, showing them the great opportunities that exist for clinical trials at this institute and with our medical collaborators around the country. I can assure you today that we will not stop our search until we find and deliver the answers. In 2006, when we hired Dr. Judy Mikovits, I naively wrote down the goals I thought we could accomplish and spoke to our small team. And that day, I asked that we discover the underlying cause of disease, create diagnostics to make it easier for physicians to diagnose the illnesses, and create effective treatments. It sounded simple to me. I never dreamed we would be this far along before the building opened. The amazing thing is that Dr. Mikovits decided to do exactly that, with a little help from her lifelong friends at the NIH, where she spent over 20 years working in cancer and HIV. I'm proud today to introduce WPI's outstanding research director, Dr. Judy Mikovits, and our friends and expert researchers from the National Cancer Institute who are with us today, Dr. Frank Rossetti, Dr. Sandra Rossetti, and Dr. Rachel Bagney. Will you all stand, please? Thank you for sharing this exciting journey with us. In honor of Dr. Mikovits' extraordinary scientific talents and leadership, we have officially named the WPI Research Labs the Mikovits Research Center. Judy, we cannot thank you enough. By now, most of you have heard about the discovery of the third human active retrovirus, XMRV, in the blood of a significant number of patients with CFS. That groundbreaking discovery was made possible because of the collaboration, commitment, critical thinking, and hard work of a very few brave individuals. Dr. Vince Lombardi, Max Post, and Katie Hagan, all who continued to work incredibly long hours under Dr. Mikovits's inspiring leadership. I'm so proud to announce today that Katie just received her white coat from this medical school. She is the third researcher from the WPI to commit to becoming a doctor who may one day care for patients at the WPI. The discovery of XMRV and CFS was made in the small lab loaned to us by one of the most outstanding scientists on this campus, Dr. Ken Hunter. Wisely, President Glick asked Ken to be our guide through the process of becoming an institute within our university community. Milt and Ken have not only been instrumental to our research, but they are always willing to help out at a moment's notice. They're perfect examples of the wonderful people we have the privilege of working with on this campus under the wise guidance of our Board of Regents and our Chancellor, Dan Kleitch. The leadership at this university makes it possible for WPI to continue the search for this virus in other patient population and other countries. We are working closely with a select group of scientists to help identify any potential risk to our nation's blood supply and have been diligently working to perfect better blood tests that will quickly identify those who are infected, reveal disease associations, and provide important information about the impacts of XMRV on the human immune and neurological system. This success must be shared with our good friends from Nevada who serve us in Washington, Senator Reed and Landra. Thank you for being such good friends and strong supporters. Senator Ensign, Congresswoman Berkeley, and Congressman Heller, thank you for so much of your support, encouragement, and presence today. I want to give a special welcome also to Dr. Susan Shuren, the acting director of the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute for the NIH. It means so much to me for all of you to be here and to support our efforts. Thank you. Our wise leaders understand the need to support programs to grow our state's medical and research capabilities to bring relief to the citizens of Nevada and others throughout the United States. We thank them for their continued efforts in support of this vital work through building and equipment grants, making cutting-edge research possible. I join in thanking and recognizing Governor Gwynn and Gibbons and our many friends at the state legislature, including Bill and Barbara and Morse and Debbie and so many others, too many to name. Now there are two very special individuals that I would like to introduce to you. This institute was named in honor of Dr. Daniel Peterson and Andrea Whittemore Goad. Dr. Peterson has cared for patients with ME CFS for over 25 years, and like some of his peers who are with us today, offered expert medical care and support when others couldn't. I believe it is because of his medical talents and personal dedication that Andrea is still with us today. While many of you may know of our daughter Andrea's extraordinary struggles with this disease, many of you don't know that despite her illness, she continues to reach out to thousands of other sufferers through Facebook and email, offering solace and hope to each one. She truly is my hero. Where did she go? There she goes. Thank you. Our journey to create a unique home for medical research and clinical care on the campus of this university may have begun with a single step, but there were many who took that first step with us. They are the leaders, the visionaries, and the ones who get things done, as my husband Harvey likes to say. We have climbed one mountain, maybe two, but we have just begun. We look forward to your continued support of our efforts to build on these worthwhile achievements, for there is so much more that we can accomplish together. Thank you. I guess there's another message. Contrary to the rumors you may have heard, We will not be providing our guests with a clone of my husband Harvey as a parting gift. Unfortunately for all of you, that will mean he will not be able to be in 10 places at once. For those of you who had planned on his living in Washington to share his views on matters of national importance, while also building a new city and the largest solar energy complex in southern Nevada, and raising funds for the University Foundation and university athletic programs all at the same time, this probably comes as a very real disappointment. Harvey is all mine and the WPI's. Thank you, Harvey.